I will never have a fear, for my Lord is ever near, and in him so often I confide. He's the keeper of my soul, since I gave him full control, and he placed me on the winning side. Well, I'm on the winning side, yes, I'm on the winning side. Out in sin, no more will I abide. I've enlisted in the fight for the cause of truth and right. Praise the Lord, I'm on the winning side.
Hi, how are you doing today? Today I wanted to go over some gentle exercises I do. They're actually more stretch moves that I do to help with just getting the blood circulating and getting on my day. So the first thing I like to do, and sometimes I'll do these throughout the day if I find myself to feeling stiff and sore again. The first thing I like to do is just a hanging exercise, keeping my arms folded, not really touching my toes, but just allowing my arms and shoulders and head to just hang forward as I bend forward. So if you can only bend part of the way, then just let your body hang from that part. But I'm able to go a little further. I can actually touch my toes, but I like to get the lower back stretch and my legs to feel that there is stretching, and just hang my head whatever which way it goes. Sometimes I shake my head a little bit just to get some neck stretching in. And hold that for like about 5 seconds and then come back up. Do that a couple of times. Another exercise I really like to do to open up my back and my elbows and my hands is to I clasp my fingers together like this, and then I pull my arms and shoulders back as far as I can, and my elbows. Sometimes I feel a crack. Sometimes I'll lean back like this and my chest will crack. we have so many bones and muscles and tendons and such that need relief. Now, you might not be able to go this far and do a stretch like that. So if you just, relax your elbows, clasp your hands together, and then just pull as much as you can, okay? And just start off with that and do that, count 5 seconds while you're doing that, and then release. Another one I like to do that I got from my Hinge app, which is really nice, is to stretch onto one side. Sorry, that's my oven telling me my oven's hot enough to cook my bacon. And just hang. My arm is over my ear, and my head is just, trying to keep it doing its thing. But most of the stretching is the hip and waist and the side. And that's where I feel it the most. And I feel so good after I do that. I gotta do the other side though. Make it even Steven. Alright? I'm not a yoga pants girl, so I'm not gonna ever wear that when I'm doing a video. Let's see. And then something I learned from Eccentrics with Miranda Esmond White. You should look her up. She has a fabulous exercise routine that really works wonders on the body. But the main one that I really like, I mean, after you do the warm-ups, it's simple. You don't ever have to do everything she does. She actually tells you to cut back if you feel pain, which is really important. But um, it's stretching the back and then pulling it forward. So your arms are going to be bent, and you're going to bend your knees and pull the hip forward, and then raise your arms like this up above your head. And then it's like your hands are doing a figure 8, okay? So now you're going to bring your hands down, and now your hips are back as you're doing that. And then you're going to feel like you're pushing a ball on top, like a inflated ball on top of water, like you're pushing it under the water kind of thing. And then you do it again. And I like to do 10 of these as often as possible, especially if my back is feeling really stressed out. It really helps out a lot. And then an exercise that I absolutely love for hinge. This was really super useful for my neck strain. Is just kind of keep your arms relaxed, but you're gonna lift your shoulders and hold it for like 5 seconds. And then you're going to drop your shoulders down. This kind of, you'll feel that in the arms and the neck and shoulder muscles, dropping those shoulders down. And then moving your shoulders forward, like you'll feel that, is it scapula movement? Oh, I really like that. And then, of course, moving your shoulders back. And so, in the Hinge app, it starts with the shoulder up, and then you release it, and then the shoulders forward. That's the best part, I think. And then you release that, and the shoulders down. That one's a really good one too. And then the shoulders back. And I tend to, throughout the day, will stop and I'll do this and this over and over again, because the other two are good, but my neck and shoulders need this a lot. And then sometimes I'll tilt my heads back and forth like this to really get that as I'm pushing down on my shoulders. And those are basic exercises I do to help relieve fibromyalgia. Please like and subscribe on my YouTube channel, and follow the links in the description below if you want to learn more about my fibro journey, articles that I have found to support some of the stuff I talk about, as well as links to some of the products I use on Amazon. Also, I want to hear from you, your comments about and questions about fibromyalgia and your journey. There's a restriction from no spamming and no links, so please refrain from doing that. I want to build this community for you, the sufferer, so please participate and give me the ideas that you need to help you with your fibromyalgia. I'm just a voice in the wilderness here. There are so many ideas about fibromyalgia and a lot of professionals out there saying things that never worked for me. So I'm telling you that there is hope. Never give up hope on your fibromyalgia. You don't have to live with it the rest of your life. If you keep doing what you're doing with your life by the food you're eating, your symptoms will get worse over time. That's what was happening to me until I started the fibromyalgia protocol. The guaifenesin protocol, that is, for fibromyalgia. And then it wasn't until I started the carnivore diet that I really understood what my body needed. So you can find answers for you. It doesn't have to require medication that doesn't work. It doesn't have to require all those other diets that just don't work. Carnivore keeps it really easy for the fibromyalgic. You're just eating meat and fat, and it's really easy to prepare food for that. For example, right now I've got bacon in the oven cooking, and it's a simple step of putting bacon into a glass dish and sticking it in the oven and waiting for it to finish cooking. No standing required. No extra ingredients. This is a snack. I'm feeling pretty hungry. I'm going to be active outside in the snow and moving snow around. So it'll give me what I need as far as sustenance. And it surprisingly healed my gut and is reducing my joint pain, and I've got more mental clarity. I've got a lot more energy, and just able to do more. And that's what's really important to me, is being able to do more. For example, I'm doing more on my YouTube channel to get my message out there, and just want to be me. Nothing I say is something that I have like medical background in. I'm just a regular person like you that did some research and read a gazillion articles on peer-reviewed public access sites, and just learned by personal example how the things I'm doing is helping me and healing me. And I hope that that's what it does for you. All right, get out there and have a great day. Bye. Looks like my bacon is done. Time to eat.
Well, I'm on the winning side. Yes, I'm on the winning side. Out in sin, no more will I abide. I've enlisted in the fight for the cause of truth and right. Praise the Lord, I'm on the winning side.